They joined hands at the ASEAN summit. The 10 members of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations and 6 other nations, China, India, Japan, South Korea, New Zealand, and Australia, have been working to push forward on negotiations for a deal that would comprise 40% of the world's economy and nearly half of its population. Summit host Thailand had hoped for at least a provisional agreement to be signed, but reservations from India prevented that, saying it could not join the agreement as it still has issues and concerns. As a bloc, ASEAN has positioned itself to become a central power in the Indo-Pacific region, capitalizing on its geographic and geopolitical position.
Our ASEAN friends.
But when it comes to superpowers, the U.S. and China, some feel that it backs off.
It has taken, by definition, a defensive posture, one that says, please don't make us choose between the United States and China, and yet at the same time it will say, please allow us to be central in the region in terms of the way the region is governed, in terms of other regional architecture. So there's a contradiction there.
A great deal of that stems from the pressures of the U.S.'s and China's trade war and direct investment from the 2 largest economies in the world. Because of the downgrade in the U.S. delegation here at ASEAN, only 3 of 10 regional nations sent their leaders to the summit with the U.S. The rest sent lower-level officials. Now, this is a switch from meetings over the weekend that were attended by heads of state. But the U.S. Commerce Secretary said the U.S. is fully committed to the region.
We will continue to champion the values that have served the Indo-Pacific so well. Respect for the sovereignty of all nations, the peaceful resolution of disputes, an open commercial environment with transparent agreements that encourage investment and connectivity.
And the ASEAN leaders might have a chance to hear that American commitment from the top. Amid the criticism of U.S. President Donald Trump skipping the summit this year, he has invited them to a special summit in Washington early next year. Scott Heidler, Al Jazeera, Bangkok.